One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game.
And finally, it's time to get this season underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. You just hope this turns out not to be too serious. First quarter. It's tough to take an injury this early. Off play action on first down. Makes the catch. It's Moffitt. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Plucks it out of the air. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Punt is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. To the air, it's Knight. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. The give to the back. Here's a little room, just plowing ahead. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
He'll take it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a #1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of cover?
Snagged, just steamrolling the defense. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Pulls it on the option. He breaks a tackle. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback keeper, and he's knocked down. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. They'll move the tight end. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The run inside. It's McNeil. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Using the quick game. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The play action fake. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Fires to the tight end. Fights off the defender. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Blackman. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They couldn't connect on that 57-yard field goal, and now they'll put it in play from the 40. Send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McNeil. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Snowed under by the defense.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Might have a chance. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man, like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. He fires a bullet to the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And it just, he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying play action. Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Number 97 set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They'll move the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught in the backfield, it's Blackman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. To the air, it's Knight. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They want to throw it. Hauls it in. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Clock reads 11 seconds here in the first half. We'll see if they're content to regroup at halftime. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Blackman. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears, taking on the number 12 team, the Missouri Tigers.
The Knights will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
To throw, it's Knight. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This is a designed run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Hey, sometimes your quarterbacks get flustered and running all over the place, and that's the reason your offense isn't successful. Not that time. They had plenty of time to throw. Now let's see if we can get some execution out of them moving forward.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is in the air. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to pass, it's Knight. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Quick release by the QB. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's McNeil. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go right back to the run. Could be an alley. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, for go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Right on target this time. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB. You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. This was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination. So now here he is, and he's not playing in a Power 4 conference by any stretch, but he feels like with this coaching staff, he's a better fit in this system, and he thinks he's going to have a big year.
And this is something we don't talk about as much, man. There's a lot of talent that also comes down now. So there's talent going up, yes, to new places, but these are really talented kids that don't necessarily get to start, but he's got obviously the name. He's got some ability, some skill. Interested to see him, new coaching staff, new environment, new start, to see if we see the best version of him.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Polly.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Looking downfield, it's Knight. Nice throw, great catch, easy glide into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. This is a huge drive for this offense. Down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Knights will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Cradles it at the 35. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Alston. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game...
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looking for room. It's Alston. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he plows his way into the end zone.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
From inside the and the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
From the red zone, it's Alston. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. Complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
On the run, it's Barnes. Jumped on top of the pile.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Knights line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give as they work on that clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how about this offense?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going for it all. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
This is so a Jesse Paul move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Paul.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Knights! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
From the gun, running back on the move. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Off play action. Looking for space to the left. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got it.
Lofts one deep down the right side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And unfortunately, man, another is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completion.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Knights want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And that is how we will wrap this one up. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.